Hi, this is podcast number 2 on writing. And the title of this is What to Write About. That's the toughest thing for new writers when you start out. If you decide you are a writer, see podcast 1 to kind of give you a background. So you've decided to become a writer. What do you write about? Now, all the writing books tell you that write what you know, and that's pretty good. You know, you go to any writer and he'll say, well, I know about biology, and I know about, say, dinosaurs, science fiction. Combine that. But what it's writing is such an individual process. And I'm looking out into space, though actually a photograph on my desktop, and trying to think, well, this is a beautiful scene. What can I write about this? I don't know much about space, although I'm a sci-fi writer. I do know about planets, and I do know about exploration, and I do know about warping space. Yeah, I'm a Star Trek fan, but beyond Star Trek, beyond concepts of aliens and intelligent beings, there's something that everybody, I'm just using space as an example. Don't get me wrong, this may not be your thing, but say you want to write something about a book on space, fiction, say. Or intelligent life, or space travel, or basically, what do you think is out there? Now, just given that, and just given what you are using your imagination about, how far can you go in your mind to find ideas? Well, we're looking at a nebula, I don't know which, you guys tell me, but we're looking back in time, aren't we? We're looking back to maybe a billion years. The light's just hitting us now. So what happened back then? A detective story, a space detective story, intelligent life, surely. I mean, out of all the planets of the universe, there's got to be life out there somewhere. So let's pick a planet, say a star system. Excuse my fat finger, but let's say if I was a planet, I'd probably be on the edge, right in here somewhere. And you're away from what they call the Goldilocks zone, where it's not too hot, not too cold, you're near a star, something like Earth. What happened? What kind of beings might live there? How would they get to us? Would they even want to get to us? What are their lives like? Let's stick with a space detective story on another planet with people, beings like us, in our same shape and dimension, and there's something happened. There's, say, a mystery happened in one of their cities where there was, I don't know. I'm digging too, kids. Something. So they have cities, they have travel, they're intelligent, they're like us. Let's put them not too far advanced, because if we put them too far advanced, the reader will lose interest. We want them on our level. We want them to think like us. So, say there was a murder mystery in outer space on a planet far, far away, not to use the Star Wars opening. And in that murder mystery, you have to have a murderer, someone that was murdered, and a detective, and lots of action. And on this planet that's not Earth, out in a 1 billion light years away from us, put some similar things that might happen in a murder case, in a detective story. Have like a Sherlock Holmes, have a buddy. Conan Doyle used the character Watson to basically ask the questions and give answers. Sherlock Holmes was there to dazzle us, but Watson was there to knit the story together, to give it continuity. So maybe you want something like that. Let's go along that line. Let's go, say, like the Hound of the Baskervilles in the Sherlock Holmes case. Well, there could be a part of that planet where there's this gigantic creature going around killing people, yet it was used as a murder weapon to knock off a high-ranking estate owner, like in the Hound of the Baskervilles, and how they found out about it, and who were the victims, and who were the perpetrators, maybe who had reasons, what motive might it be. Make it totally believable, yet unbelievable in a faraway place. Don't have much memory, but I'm just kind of throwing some ideas out. And next podcast, we'll do something else. But right now, pick something, anything. Doesn't have to be space, but I'm just using this as an example. of what to write about and go to it. And we'll talk at you later. Thanks for watching.